Stall nine.
It's on real life.
Dude, 10-yard
skip my snap.
Yeah.
That's
like, all the
bullshit.
space in the world,
So where's the
and
microphone on
then
this
throw
thing?
that
I
goes
think it's
long,
just-
put it on the goal
Is it embedded?
It's embedded. It might be here. It might be
I think
here.
that's the camera.
Well, that's definitely the camera, but I'm sure
Wait, are we in? Are you doing your thing again?
we're doing it. Yeah.
Oh.
How long has this thing been running?
Long enough.
24
Long
seconds.
enough.
Speak louder, Bacon.
Dude, are you sure you want to be that high above the microphone?
I have to sit right in front of it. This is the only way this is going. I'm going to talk. I'm going to throw my voice right at that keyboard. That's where the microphone is, right?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere. We actually were just discussing it. Oh, I think it picked that up. See that waveform
Hey,
there?
Stu, did
Yeah.
you bring the jingle?
Oh.
You know what I can do? I can pull up YouTube and just play it from YouTube over.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
hold up.
There, this
We'll
side of
stall.
here.
Fill some time. Fill some
Stall
time
for
on
some
doing
time.
this.
Today, we played Beach Ultimate.
Each Ultimate, the band was back together. We super stacked that.
Yeah, we
that
did.
Team.
Couple lines. Got a
The U
full
line.
U line.
I sandbagged. I saw the captains asking who's playing.
Yeah.
Who's playing? I said I'm out. I'm out.
And then you were
And
in.
I don't know.
You guys ready?
I'm up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Best friends hanging out. Best friends hanging out.
Yeah. Blair Witch Bacon singing that song.
I'm the backup.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Well, we got end of year podcast here. We have all the mighty pod heads here together. We
All the
have the
fuckers.
NorCal Pretender Pod is in the house.
Visiting.
You called me pretender all the way
We
to the
have
chip,
the-
baby.
Okay, there's
what
one
we're doing.
mention of this. Let's keep a tracker on how many times Stu.
I'll drink every time I mention it.
All right,
I'll
there's
drink.
one.
All right.
All right,
That'll be a fun drinking game.
All right. It's going to happen now.
We got Weave Dog and the True People's Pod. We got Bacon here, and we got your boy Gall. We're gonna do a nice little recap here this season.
And we've got Patriots Titans on the background tube.
We just watched that crazy Houston Buffalo game in true Buffalo fashion. They found a way to squander that game.
Two tacklers smushed Deshaun Watson right back up on his feet.
Like, can you imagine that being your team? Like, how heartbreaking that would be.
We had him.
They had him dead to rights.
We won. Why is he still running around? Oh God!
Yeah, and
you
then-
two, get him.
Not only did he like get out of the pocket and like throw it away, he threw it for like 30-yard completion.
Oh yeah, the running back took it and ran it past a bunch of tacklers. It looked like he was going to take it to the house for a second. That would have been a crazy signature win for Deshaun Watson.
I think that's so far his signature win for sure, but also his signature play of his entire career.
Eli Manning escape
That-
and throw it to David Tyree down the middle.
Well, his touchdown he ran for earlier was pretty baller. They dragged like 3 guys into the end zone.
He's
Literally for a score.
literally the only reason why they won that game was Deshaun Watson just balling out.
I think J.J. Watt had a thing
Oh,
or two
J.J.
to
Watt, yeah.
say.
I mean, the newscast wouldn't let us forget about him. Every single defensive play was like J.J. Watt.
Man, what a story
Close
though
up.
for him.
Yeah.
Curtis and I were talking about him outside, and he like was sat out half the year,
Yeah.
nursing an injury. And
Tore his
just, like,
pectoral. That would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And now he's throwing dudes.
fresh legs for the playoffs.
Here's to get like a sunburn on your chest. Can you imagine like getting it torn off of your bones?
Probably like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turf burn from diving.
Just tapping out immediately. Yeah, people shave their chest in Ultimate to avoid that kind of pain in your chest.
Do?
Haven't you seen I Bleed Black?
I missed that part.
Fair, yeah,
He's
yeah.
shaving his
Schneider.
chest except for like a fucking landing strip or something.
Yeah.
Like it's so ridiculous.
Psycho though. He's not really all there.
Dude, there were a lot of dudes on our Frisbee team in 2010, 2009 that shaved their chest just like that.
That was for looks though, not for Frisbee.
I'm not sure it was for looks. I remember I remember Tex doing that, and it's just like, what are you doing, Tex? You're not landing on your chest.
Looking for any edge you can get.
It's the itchiest shit of all time.
Yeah. Not good vibes.
No.
It catches on your Patagonia shit too when it starts growing out.
No, it feels horrible. I never understood why people do that.
Pokey. All right, let's actually get into our league instead of
That is a league recap.
just shaving.
Recap the day. Now we're up to speed. Here we are live. Curtis has a fire going. Brad is doing yoga. Jasmine's taking a nap.
What we should recap is what Weaver's girlfriend said about me last night. That's what we should
Oh, funny shit ever. I like this segment. All right. Yeah. Okay. Gather around all as I regale you with this tale. I am on a date with Ashley, and we're walking to meet up Stu. Stu takes the whole U to some bullshit hipster bar that his girlfriend wants to go to.
Speakeasy.
fact. Absolute fact.
You fucked us.
I think it's a cool bar.
Yeah.
Of course you would. That doesn't help anything.
Brad thinks it's a cool bar.
Anyways, yeah. Social tap, what was it? Lab social. Lab social. Yeah, I get the message. The bat signal goes in the sky. It's off in Singapore. I reply, group me. What the fuck is Lab social? Yeah, Colin's pissed. Anyways, we start walking over there, and I start like telling Ashley a little bit about Stu and how thick he is. Like, not just thick, but like thick.
Getting thicker. How many
Getting
C's?
thicker, thick. Right? Stu's not thick, he's thick.
Dude, I'm like Derrick Henry thick. Dude.
Yeah.
A complete
Derrick
brick
Henry,
wall of fucking
9-yard
hate
gain.
running at you.
Yeah. Lot of Coors Lights, and you're thick.
A few.
And so, like, I paint this picture that, yeah, Stu's thick, right? And we get to the bar. I introduce Ashley to the boys and everybody, and yeah, it's a hipster joint. Everybody's drinking their 8-ounce glasses of beer that are tapered and flutes. They're not glasses.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pay $15 a pop.
Cocktail bar, man.
Stupid cocktail bar. Anyways, we sit down. I introduce Ashley, and she like shyly in the corner is like, "Is that Stu the thick guy?" And she's like, "I was expecting like a big dude." Like she puts her arms out like she's holding an invisible beach ball, right? Like she's envisioning our friend is just this massively
She was envisioning
overweight
fat Thor, but she got
Jabba.
She got regular Thor, baby.
And so then she brings it up to the whole table like, "Man, Stu, you're not thick. Like I was expecting you to be huge."
And then she said a few other really nice things. She said, "You're actually in really great shape, normal sized man." And I said, "Yes, I am." And then she said things about how good looking I was, which we don't need to get into too much in the podcast. But
At that point, she was digging a hole. Your eyes started to light up. You got a little bit of attention.
It had to be a
started
big hole.
fishing for more compliments.
Yeah. What else is nice about me?
What
How
else
about
do
my
you
jacket?
Like? You like my sense of fashion?
What about my facial hair?
Yeah.
And I'm just watching this whole thing go down, just giggling to myself.
Sipping your 8-ounce beer.
So
No.
she has
That's my tie.
determined that I'm not
right.
like 3 C's thick. I'm like maybe 1.
She
Do you
didn't
feel
even-
lost now? This was like your claim to fame for the past 6
Yeah.
months.
I don't feel lost, but I feel a little vindicated.
Actually, funny fucking thing. I went to text you about In-N-Out today from the beach, and the last text that I sent you on December 11th was, "I'm done with the thick comments."
Are you?
They aren't supposed to be mean-spirited, but could definitely be taken that way. Heart.
Well, that was a lie.
You didn't respond.
Ghosted.
How
Ghosted
do
me.
you respond to that?
You'd be like, "Ah, no,
It's
it's
okay.
cool.
I am thick.
It's okay, baby.
I'm thick and I'm beautiful, and I don't care who knows."
You keep calling me thick.
And then I've just been laying on the C's ever since then.
Yeah.
Especially since the holidays.
Digging in. Yeah, the holidays were not too kind to my C's. The travel wasn't kind either. But anyway,
Double
sorry
C
for
cup
that.
now?
Dude,
Does that apply here?
whatever, man.
Thick
Triple C.
triple C.
Dude, another league update. Kelbo's is due
Yeah.
today.
That's right. Today.
Today is
Wow.
the due date. If she does not give birth by Thursday, they will induce. And then
Yeah,
we will.
maybe TMI.
Is that TMI?
I don't think it's in TMI.
Congratulations,
I don't
Max.
know how I feel,
You
but
were
yeah, fuck yeah. Congratulations. I'm so amped for you and the baby and Kelbo's.
I mean, you already have a full-on dad get off my lawn personality, so
He's ready.
Now,
He's been
yeah, you've
training
been
us for years.
yeah
He's ready to try it on his own.
in training. He's been training. He has a PhD in get off my lawn.
Yeah, best of luck. Hope everything goes well. We love you. Can't wait to see little baby and find
the
out
baby shaker get to be used.
who the Godfather is gonna be.
That's what I was going towards. Is we're gonna.
It's gonna be neither. It's gonna be Noah, dude. You guys need to.
I bet it's gonna be.
Baby Noah.
Actually, Noah is a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
It could be brother-in-law.
I thought maybe Alan, but they live on the East Coast, so maybe that's inconvenient.
Who cares?
We got odds on Noah or what?
Seems like a unanimous.
Alan is a really good guess. I'm going Alan.
That was my guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
telling you
Noah.
what I'm not going with, and it's anyone in our league. He doesn't want us chuckleheads around that child.
Peevely might be
I don't know.
Dr. Peevely.
Are they even Catholic?
If Colin
Yeah,
was
what's the Godfather?
responsible
What about
at
the
all,
other side?
I'm responsible.
financially,
What about the other side of the family?
yeah.
You're gonna give it to
The
Taylor?
sisters.
J Hart,
Oh, that's true.
yeah. Tough.
Lauren.
Can't be the Godfather.
Well, I mean,
You guys are really good at staying
Lauren.
on topic.
This is the topic. The league.
You know, Brad has
Sounds
had
like
a
you give me a
burr
free
up
game.
his butt this whole fucking day, man. He shows up and plays 1 point in beach, has a little physical play with Luke, and he was fucking hot to
Triggered.
trot. Yeah. And then
has
ever
been a
since
dime
then,
ball.
he's been back here, same shit, and now he's telling us about our, ability to stay on topic. Where were those eggs when we needed them yesterday, Brad?
I brought him.
Was anyone here when you did that?
Dude. Today was a physical day at beach though. Like I have scoliosis after getting clocked by Yeezel. That guy,
He's a tough dude to
I
play
gave him the
against on the
booty,
beach.
boxed him out big time, and then he just dropped the fucking elbow on my spinal column.
Colin was serving him up today, though, so.
Colin led
some
the league in
floaters.
TOs. He set a new high.
No way it was a new high.
It could have been 10.
I don't think it was 10.
Could have been 10.
Colin's
It
like,
definitely was like.
oh, there's a 6'8" defender guarding the deep space. Let's throw it deep.
All
Got them
right.
all out this morning, so they'll be gone by tomorrow and definitely be gone by layout.
That's right. Big Santa Barbara hats tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're talking about another super stacked hats team, as is tradition. We'll see if we can get it past the official makers.
I'm loving watching this over here. I can totally envision Kurt turning off the internet.
Oh my god!
Where's that surge protector?
This isn't internet driven, though, right? This
No,
is
our
the whole thing.
recording would be safe, but the game would be fucked.
All right, so what is our first segment we're doing other than this bullshit segment?
So I just wanted to recap. Finish.
I want to talk shit about how fucking awful fantasy is because Scott Novin finished above 4 very good fantasy owners
And O'Malley.
and O'Malley.
He won money in his other league.
And well, who cares about his
cares
other
about
league?
He won $400.
He knows what he's fucking doing. He
Allegedly,
drafts somebody.
He allegedly
showed
won
up.
money.
He beat
Touchdown
Stu to the
Titans.
draft.
Touchdown Titans.
He
did not beat me to the draft, did he?
no. Scott was like 20 minutes late.
That
Yeah.
was so brutal, dude.
We
After
started the
we reminded
draft.
him so many times.
Yeah, a-hole card. We're not gonna let you live that one down. And I'm pissed because you just minimal effort all season long, and you did better than me, and it doesn't make any sense. And I'm reading articles. I'm looking at my lineup every
Can't
day.
read articles. You got to listen to podcasts.
I listen to podcasts too. I didn't
I feel
want
like
to
get the
say that.
information way better. I don't know. It streamlines right to your
All of it.
brain.
You
Like a
take
colloquial.
all the content and then you internalize it and then you make your own educated decision.
We're not like
based on all
people who
content.
just straight goes to PFF, clicks on the most random stat available, and then
Sort George
Yeah.
Kittle.
Yeah, George Kittle,
sort air yards.
best player in the league. Confirmed.
You gotta look through the right lens, Stu.
Confirmed. Best player in the league.
Marquise Brown would have been Randy Moss if he would have converted all those air yards. Is all I'm saying.
I think I should have renamed my team to the Would Have team. Team Would
should
Have.
have, would have. East. Well, did you guys actually add all those?
No.
the
That was
Bush League?
your thing.
That was my.
that-
When
that
am I
was
supposed to
your
add that
idea.
up? And oh, this is my girlfriend's bid right here. Fuck. I should have done that.
All right,
Well-
so recapping placement. Stu won. Bill got second.
Fuck you, Scott.
Colin got third.
So you're saying Stu's the champ? That's a drink.
That's
That's a
second.
drink,
It's
baby.
second.
Yeah.
Peb's got fourth for the second year in a row, I may add. Max 5th, Brad 6th, Scott coming in at 7th with 100% of his budget. Adam
Second
8,
time he's done that in the last
Weaver
3 years.
9, Bacon 10, Evan 11, and O'Malley bringing up the rear in the Sacco ship.
We talked about this on the beach today. So in the last 3 years, Scott has spent $0 twice in 2 separate years. And then in the other year, he spent, $73 on Ian Thomas from the backup tight end of the Carolina Panthers. So in 3 years, he's spent
Minimal effort.
nothing but
Podcast math.
$73 on Ian Thomas
No, this is good though. This
in
is
the
like,
past 3 years.
if you make 0 effort, you can get 7th place.
Minimum.
And
Not if your name's
you-
Sean or O'Malley.
Well, that's the thing. Like last year, what was I saying? I made a lot of Sacco-worthy moves last year.
Yeah, you did, you fuck.
I fucked up a lot.
You fucked up my season last year.
It takes a lot of work to get fucking last
Didn't you
place.
trade away Ben Roethlisberger and then he went off?
He traded Ben Roethlisberger to Stu in a week that he was starting, that I was playing Stu. Big Ben went off, and Bacon didn't even start the player that he traded for. He just
Triggered.
He just gave Stu
I got cold feet.
a 40-point quarterback. And that was the
Sometimes-
difference in our matchup.
What can I say? I've been making blockbuster trades for quite a while now.
I could do nothing, and like Scott, probably would have had a better year than I did last year.
Me too, because then I would have been one win higher and would have been less bitter. I hate fantasy.
I also researched the highest score of the season, which came from Weaver week 1
God damn it.
against Adam.
Literally all downhill from there.
He scored 183.62.
Oh, suck it,
He
Adam.
beat Adam by 87.46 points, which actually was also the biggest blowout of the season.
One.
And that difference in points actually was more points than 21 teams scored over the entire season plus the playoffs. So 21 times a team did not reach the blowout difference in that
87.
matchup.
Man, I must be good at fantasy. You would think.
It still only counts as one.
What was your biggest failure down the stretch, dude? I'm not a pillow. You don't have to
Screaming into a podcast is not good podcasting.
It's like you're right back in high school.
My biggest letdown was I always had like 1 or 2 dudes injured. I like always had 1 star on. I drafted a great starting lineup, and then it seemed like every single week I was missing 1 starter, and my replacements were always just bunk. And my handcuff strategy did not pan out.
Who was your quarterback?
Deshaun Watson. I had that Watson Hopkins stack. Didn't pan out except for like week 1 and then like week 11 or something weird.
Watson just balled out today.
Hunter Henry got hurt. That was the downside of the downfall of my season was Hunter Hurst Henry getting hurt.
If that's the downside of your season, then I think your season's pretty fucked
Put it
already.
all on the tight end.
Put it all on the tight end.
He also suffered a Monday Night Miracle loss against Bill.
I feel like you
Bill,
suffered
yeah.
a few real bad losses. Definitely a bad loss to Adam. It was the quarterback versus the wide receiver.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Pebbles comes in with the hot take. There's no possible way that you can win unless. Not even unless. And then, of course, what happens is you lose. It was already said and done by then.
Yeah, that was to get into the
What
seventh
was your
place
most
game.
painful loss of the year?
Probably to Scott. I'm not bitter at all. We put up a nice 79 and 75. And that was a week where Deshaun Watson had thrown DeAndre Hopkins 2 touchdown passes and they got called back. And I watched that game live and in misery. So that one stings a lot. The Monday Miracle with Bill also sucked. And just so many other things.
Oh man, yeah, that was a really tough one. I would say I didn't really have tough losses. I had a bummer loss against Colin on Monday night where I think
That
it
was
was
a high-scoring
I think it was
affair.
Amari Cooper kind of just went off on Monday night and I was done. I remember being bummed. I scored my season low and lost against O'Malley when I was hanging out with O'Malley, I'm pretty sure. So that was kind of a bummer. But trying to think who else. Oh, I lost against Pebbles early in the year when it was kind of just, no one really knew what anyone's team was yet. So at that point, I thought maybe I was a charlatan, like you guys all had said.
Pretender.
Yeah, pretender.
You are a pretender.
But really, it was a lot of victories for me. A lot of W's.
So I also researched the lowest score of the year.
Oh, no.
It was from our boy O'Malley. It was in week 10 against Evan, and O'Malley's team put up 53.42 points.
You're pronouncing Sack O'Malley incorrectly.
Sack Malley.
What?
Sack O'Malley?
Sack
Sack
O'Malley.
O'Malley, yeah.
Sack O'Malley.
It just flows.
Yeah, that makes
Sack
sense.
Malley? What the fuck?
Sack Malley. In that week, I was just doing research. 6 of his 10 players scored under 6 points.
God.
One of which was a negative 0.5 from David Johnson.
God, that just kills you. Your
Oh,
first
yeah,
round
Jimmy
pick.
G that week.
Oh yeah, put up 10. Oh, that's when. Jimmy G, poor guy. That was the week they played the Seahawks, and his receivers just kept dropping passes and like just alley-ooping them straight over to the defender's arms. Yeah, he had 2 fumbles lost, and one of those was actually just the running back just setting it up like a volleyball.
Coach had hands practice on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, O'Malley, you had such a tough year.
We got Poo Poo Smith Schuster, 6 points.
Poo Poo, yeah. Burrito didn't turn out. David Johnson didn't turn out. You had to start a white receiver
From the Bengals.
on the Bengals.
Eric.
Bengals didn't pan out this year.
13 rush yards.
Oh,
Your
God.
receiver put up 13 rush yards, and that's it. That's tough. All right, well, let's not stew on this.
Yeah. Oh, man. What was your biggest, like, real football bummer moment where you felt like your wife cheated on you when you were at war in Afghanistan and your dog died?
Luckily, I haven't had one this season. The Niners have been great for me. I know for Colin, it was when the Chargers left San Diego.
No, that was not this year, though.
It's never been the same since.
They had some pretty bad ones. I remember the Chargers losing to the Texans early on, where they were winning, and then they classic like snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. They also lost to the Lions pretty pitifully, and they played the Titans early on, and
Mariota Titans.
before the game even played, I predicted they would lose, and they did. At that point, I'm like, no, this season is basically fucked.
So, yeah. It's tough for the Chargers. I feel like, are they actually going to be in LA next year, or is there going to be some kind of emergency?
I think they'll be in LA for at least another year.
Yeah.
There might be an emergency after if they can't sell any of these PSLs and they don't like have fans go to that giant stadium. Like then maybe there will be some kind of emergency.
I mean,
but
fans aren't going to the soccer stadium.
I had no idea what's gonna happen because the NFL is stubborn and does not like to admit mistakes,
Yeah.
right? And so if they were to
It's fair.
do whatever something with the Chargers, they're basically admitting a failure, which they don't like to do.
Get them out of America.
What
That's
would be
I
their
say.
destinations?
LA is
London, baby.
not going to London. I thought the Jaguars are gonna go.
The
to
London Chargers.
I don't know,
That's
like
terrible.
San Antonio maybe or
St. Louis.
They'll like Texas needs another team.
St. Louis.
I heard San Diego needs a team.
St. Louis does need a team.
I actually saw some like San Diego broadcaster brought up an idea where they would split a stadium with SDSU. SDSU is in the process of talking to the city to make a new football stadium. And so he was saying that the NFL actually could have an out by forcing the Chargers back to San Diego and partner with SDSU to have a joint stadium. Now, how likely that is, I don't know, but this guy was pretty convincing with his argument.
Just reeks of desperation.
Yeah.
I mean, what they're doing now is poor.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Yeah, so I don't know what their destinations would be. That would be tough. That'd be tough. I feel like they just need to rebrand. I said it in the group me. I feel like if they go to a hungry city that's hungry for the NFL and they just rebrand so no one associates them with the Chargers because no one really has a vested interest with the Chargers. Most people are just like, I already don't care about the Chargers. So why, if they move to my town, why would I care about them? I already have decided I don't care about them.
Yeah.
So it's like you rebrand, you give this new hungry city their own thing, then I think they could maybe be more successful with that way. But Dean Spanos is so stubborn and short-sighted. I don't know. Anyway,
They're moving to Portland.
Yeah.
Portland
I
would
was
be
thinking about that.
a good spot.
Portland loves the Timbers, their soccer team.
They love the Blazers.
They bought the Timbers a plane.
Did they?
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
they have their own plane.
Wow.
What about the Portland Stags?
What about you, Bacon? When was your lowest moment of the season?
When you first brought that question up, I thought of the the conference championship game, Niners and Giants. It was super rainy.
Wait, this was like
2019.
forever ago?
Not 2019.
Oh.
We were already said the Niners are rolling.
That Seahawks loss wasn't a bummer? You guys are still pumped?
I love that game. Every
Yeah.
single game that we've
Dude,
lost.
the Seahawks were so good. Like, it
Yeah.
was just like, hey, those are
That
the best
Falcons
teams.
game where Julio lifted me over Colin wasn't a bummer?
That was a bummer.
I was following that one.
Oh, makes sense.
Bummer, but it was also just a legendary, like every single game that we've lost has been a legendary performance by somebody.
Yeah,
So
fair.
I've been
So you-
happy.
You lost
The
to...
Giants, it was like a special teams blunder in the rain. Somebody botched the field or it bounced into the returner's leg and he fumbled and it was like, dude, we were better than I think we were one good quarter
How-
away from the Super Bowl.
How far... How long ago was that?
It was Alex Smith was still the quarterback.
Okay. So that was like when the Giants went on to win the Super Bowl?
Second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a while back.
Defense.
Still haunts you to this very day.
That was so sad. I remember being so sad that day.
Golly.
I knew the Panthers were trash when they lost to Green Bay this year. That's when I mailed it in. Just like there were a bunch of calls, and usually I'm not one that like really tries to harp on calls like being the main difference, but there were quite a few that were like quite just such a bummer. And then they, rose above everything, and then worked all the way down to the 1 yard line. Then Christian McCaffrey gets stuffed on the 1 yard line. That was a real bummer. But anyway. What else are we doing on this podcast? Other than
Well, I got some
shit?
stuff.
Yeah.
So, we have a beer mile bet now
yeah,
on the
that's fun.
table. Last night, we're out drinking. So after we left Lab Social, we hiked like the 5 miles back to State Street.
Haley and all of us.
The transatlantic
We went-
voyage.
That's right. We had we lost a few people on the way to like dysentery and whatnot. But anyway, we
Dysentery.
got to institution. Yeah, dysentery. Got to institution ale, drank some.
Diarrhea.
Got to James Joyce. At this time, we're feeling good. Stu's feeling confident. He's convinced that Tom Brady will not return to the Patriots next year. And so at that point, we bet a beer mile. I took Tom Brady returning. Stu took the field. And if he retires, it's a wash. And so that's a new bet. And that got me thinking about other bets this season. Obviously, we had the hashtag Bosa bet. Big
thoughts.
Bosa won, beat little Bosa, so that's a
You keep
12er.
saying Bosa, but we decided to correct that.
No,
to
we did not decide
Big
that.
thought and baby thought.
Baby thought.
Yeah.
The champion has swung his swivel. his
My gavel.
Gavel.
I've swung the gavel.
I was
The
gonna
champions
say
do. Drink,
dick,
everybody.
but it didn't
That's
seem
a third
appropriate.
drink.
Thick dick over here.
I put my crown on, corrected it so it was straight and just and true, and I swung my gavel, and it will be big thought and baby thought from here on out.
No one's
Tim.
ever described you with any of those adjectives. Like straight. Okay, so we
getting
also had the.
When's your big reveal, dude?
I'm leading into it. Okay, Stu and I had the Chiefs Raiders spread bet.
Oh, no.
Where Stu lost, and nice, loved it. Stu tried to get away with that pitiful one beer dish chug.
that was fucking
That
pathetic,
was-
dude.
Yeah, I can't believe you put
That
that,
was
on
so
video.
That
good.
was
Put that on
so
film?
bullshit.
That was not chill.
You knew what you did too. That's why you fessed up with a second
Yes,
chug.
so I'm glad.
quickly.
Good on you, but I definitely was a little startled when I saw the first one. Confused, perturbed. That's right.
Perturbed is a great.
Another bet. Brad paid me $100
I did.
because I finished ahead of him in fantasy, so that was good.
Just glad it came down to a playoff matchup, though, rather than like me in the bullshit bracket and you're in first
Yes.
place or something.
That's true.
So the Buckaroo Bowl.
There was some
had-
it was the
drama.
Buckaroo Bowl, yeah.
That had $100
$100
on the
stakes,
line.
yeah.
Okay.
That was sick.
But the last bet that at least I can remember that I was involved in, Adam and I bet on the first Charger Raider game. The Chargers lost. The bet was a fifth of whiskey, which I delivered recently to Adam, Double Black by Johnny Walker. Still want to know how that tastes, Adam. But there was another underlying stipulation to this bet. And the stipulation was the winner of the bet got to rename the loser's team for an entire week. And so that's when my team name changed from Worthering Chubb to Chubber in the Rye to Eat, Pray, Chub to finally Mind Chump. Those were all Adam creations.
My God!
Hey, Colin,
Yes.
you said to wear it.
And I had to wear it and say nothing, and I'm catching all this flack, especially from Weaver because he had no idea what the word wuthering meant.
Nobody knows what wuthering is.
So it's not a coincidence that
2020.
the 4 weeks that you got
It
had
was
to
1 week.
Rave
1 week. It was 4 names over 1 week.
4 names over 1 week, and they were all better than the name that you landed on.
Indeed.
That is debatable,
I think
But-
11 for 12.
but that is
objectively-
the big reveal.
Objectively, with no bias at all,
To swing my gavel again on this.
all of those.
Adam has
Wow.
rights to all of college
That's
future
so
teams.
fun. I love this.
fun.
Ezekiel saw the deal.
What a great bet.
you on the back and shit. These kids like, nice work, buddy. Why did you change it?
I didn't even take any credit.
And then as soon as I could, I
Chubb.
went back to my
Wait,
best
how are we
name,
doing
which
on
is
time? Are we gonna
Alan
get
of
canceled?
Troy.
We're gonna get
Are
canceled.
we gonna get canceled by the
we're
network?
like half hour right now. We're fine.
Hey, it's all right. We'll
All
pay
right,
some
all right,
bills.
okay.
Tonight's
Yeah.
broadcast is brought to you by Coors Light. Nothing goes down on a Saturday night than a cold cool silver bullet, right?
That's right.
There's something.
We gotta
Right.
start down.
That's the end of the podcast.
That's yeah. We're buying some time with our sponsors here.
Just saying some things go down better on a Saturday night than Coors Light. That's all I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Stu's mom.
Oh,
Cringe.
Talk about my
God.
mother. Golly.
Well, that's all the content I prepared.
Well, I was going to prepare some content, but then I didn't do it at all. But we were talking about potentially making the Bush League Bowl, where we just added everyone's Bush points the entire year and see who would actually win the championship based on the Bush. But
Next season or
this season, but it
man.
proved to be kind of
Sidetracked by
a
beer
lot.
diet.
Yeah, kind of a lot to do.
Just talking about what you wanted to talk about. This is the content that we could have provided you, but we just didn't because fuck you. All right, hey, actually, let's just do some hot hashtag podcast analysis
All right, I'm
of the
opening up
draft.
my app.
the draft?
Yeah, round by
draft,
round,
huh?
round by round.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Oh.
Let's look at the worst picks by each round. Unfortunately, there's probably going to be a lot of Sad Mally players. The first one that sticks out to me is David Johnson. Well, actually, the first one that sticks out to me is Pebbles taking Alvin Kamara over Christian McCaffrey.
I would have taken.
So did Evan, though. He took.
Yeah.
Everyone thought Saquon
isn't
was
that brutal?
number one.
Saquon is supposed to be
I'm
the
not
guy.
mad at Kamara. He's on the best offense in the league.
And then the biggest regret of a season is that probably
Oh yeah.
Pebbles benching
Can I
Kamara?
talk about
gifted those Kamara points to me.
Can I
beat
talk
you in
about-
that
put
10,
your-
11 game.
Put yourself in Charcula's position. You're sitting there at 5. Kamara's off the board. Barkley's off the board. McCaffrey's off the board. Elliott's off the board, even though he's still suspended. Now you're looking all these dudes dead in the eye. You have Johnson, Bell, Connor, Chubb, Hopkins, Gurley, all these guys going after him. It's like no one really
I
no one
probably-
hit except for Chubb after that. I mean, like I was able to parlay my bad first round pick into like the gold that won me the draft or the championship rather, but pretty much everyone else, it was
God
like
damn it.
Yeah.
it was tough. I need to get a beer.
If I had been in his position, I would have taken David Johnson.
I think I would have too, or I would have maybe gotten Chubb. And I know it sounds cool.
No,
saying
you're not
that.
getting.
Now, everyone
that-
talks shit
Check it out,
on my
check it out.
pick.
I did not. And the reason why I might have is
Because you were in the bottom of the draft.
I actually might have drafted. I wanted to draft a Browns player because I thought their offense was going to be really, really good this year, and that's why I drafted OBJ in the first round.
Oh, you're saying at 11.
No, I'm saying at 5 I might have drafted Chubb
No
or
fucking
OBJ.
OBJ for sure.
One of those two because I thought their offense was just going to be.
Do you remember how ruthless we were when he made this pick? Because
I
Chubb
didn't
was
think
going.
it was that bad.
Chubb was going in like mid to late second round.
I don't think that's true.
He was
He was a late
August
first, early second
round.
I feel like. Late
There's
first,
no way
early
you're taking
second.
Chubb.
But
5
I felt like
overall.
Le'Veon Bell was it's just tough. You want to pick an offense that's going to be a great vehicle for your player, and like all these offenses, like fucking Arizona.
Well, I think James Conner was not a bad choice by Brad.
This before this happened, freaking, it was tough, and I think it was good for him to draft Connor. It's like Mike Tomlin. Well, after Roethlisberger got hurt, Tomlin's like, we're gonna stop, trying to do 80 plays a game. We're gonna do like 50 plays a game.
this is way before.
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not a bad pick in like retrospect, but afterward, like just a week later, it was like that pick's terrible because
Connor
of
also
what
got
happened.
injured.
All right.
Yeah.
So back into this. Best and worst picks from this round.
I was gonna try to take Le'Veon Bell at 5. I tried to trade up in the draft and take Bell because I had the 6th pick, but I was excited to see Bell fall to 6. I didn't want David Johnson either.
Christian McCaffrey was clearly the best pick.
Clearly the
McCaffrey's
best.
good. I think my Chubb pick was.
Not
Second
close
place.
to as good as
Round 2.
McCaffrey.
Well, yeah, but he's also down at the bottom of the round.
Yeah.
I
Okay, all right. CMC and Nick Chubb, great picks. I think Gurley and David Johnson take the cake for the unfortunate worst.
if I had-
Beckham was
Or
bad.
Beckham.
If I
yeah.
had stayed with OBJ, I jettisoned him. I think in the week 4 or something like that, like early.
Yeah, and you really benefited from it because Melvin Gordon came back like
Big.
immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
And DJ Moore had an incredible
Second
season.
half.
Like I forgot what it was. Like after their bye week on, he was one of the top 5 wide receivers in fantasy.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
On to round 2. Obviously, Dalvin Cook was phenomenal for Max. Michael Thomas for me. Mike Evans for Brad.
Oh, I already have a worse pick.
Is it Damian Williams or
Nope.
Juju?
Yeah,
It's Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Thanks,
Had
Evan.
to get far down there.
Damn.
Hopped on that grenade.
That was when he was on Oakland, though.
Yeah.
That was when he was on
He
Oakland.
was the star of Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Easily the
John
worst
Gruden
pick.
was rolling around in coaching meetings saying, "Has anybody seen my friend?"
Yeah.
Jeez.
God. Is John Gruden a good coach?
I think
Here's
he
out.
I'm gonna go.
knows what good football is.
There were a lot of good picks in the second round, though. The second round was almost better for us than the first round.
Yeah.
We had Julio Jones, who carried me into the championship in the semifinals and
Oh,
finals.
God damn it.
Damn is
So
I'm going to kill this.
he scored.
36
He
pack.
scored like 37 points semifinals, and then like almost 30, and a lot in the finals. Dalvin Cook was amazing. Joe Mixon kind of won Scott the beer bracket.
Seventh
Beer
place.
bracket.
Like Michael Thomas was the best wide receiver in football. Tyreek Hill was awesome after his suspension. Mike Evans was incredible with his touchdown production. So those guys right there, the top, what is that, 6 picks? Like we're pretty solid.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Kudos to us.
Carson was good.
And then New England Empire comes along.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Pebbles cornered me. Was it Friday night when we were up to no
He
good around his house?
Whispered sweet nothings into your
Oh,
ear.
he cuddled with me on the couch and showed me replays of the Chiefs-Niners preseason game, and I saw Damian Williams lighting it up against the Niners second unit. And I was like, you know what? The Chiefs are going to move the chains, and Damian Williams might get some touches.
Opportunities will be there for
Pebbles
sure.
never sleeps. Don't get too close to that guy, man. He will sabotage your draft anytime he hosts the draft party.
And
That's
then
so funny.
Juju was tough. Like pretty much when Ben went down, Juju's season
yeah,
was done.
toast.
He had fucking
Duck Hodges,
Hodges,
and Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
Keenan Allen was a very solid pick by Bill. Travis Kelce, probably the best tight end in the league.
Hey, don't make us get the numbers out.
Dude, for as good as the second round was, there were a lot of duds in the third round.
Yeah. Let's move on to the third. It's fine.
Thielen, who was injured for the large majority of the season.
Yeah, he was bad.
Kerryon Johnson, same story. Fournette, lots of yards, but no touchdowns.
He didn't score any touchdowns.
this big?
He scored like 2, maybe, all year.
My old eyes. There we go.
We were nice move.
Thanks.
Robert Woods was not good. Kittle was good when he played.
Yeah, he
Duke
was-
Johnson by Brad was a so-so at best
God,
pick.
man. Do you remember Brad when he made that pick?
He was fired up.
Josh Jacobs. Josh
Josh
Jacobs.
he was a good one.
Great.
He might be the best pick of
Montgomery
that
was a
round
bust.
beyond Kittle. Montgomery was a bust.
Edelman was a bust.
Freeman was very so-so.
Zach Ertz was very good to kind of.
You complained for weeks about it.
No,
yeah,
he
you
was.
hate
He was.
him.
What I'm trying to say is he was very good in the end of the year. He really picked up momentum towards the end of the year. Dud in the championship game by far, dud. But before, so
God damn it.
anyway, I didn't say anything about being the champ. I just said championship game. But Zach Ertz, I don't think he was worth the third round value.
At the time, I loved the pick, personally. At the time, I did. So
Leonard Fournette was a great pick.
I just want to say, looking at rounds 2 and 3, I won those rounds. Michael Thomas, best receiver in football. Second round. Josh Jacobs in the third. Fucking bless me.
Look at what Bill did, though. Look at what Bill did in the
Allen
first 3
and
rounds.
Fournette.
Bill went McCaffrey, and then he went Keenan Allen and Leonard Fournette for his first 3 picks. That's like very solid.
Yeah, the Fournette meltdown never came. That's what I was banking on.
And then my most made fun of draft pick, Marlon Mack, in the beginning of the 4th round.
Turn of the Mac.
Hey, did you know that Andrew Luck retired?
I did.
Yeah.
Which
no,
is why I thought they were going to lean so heavily on the run.
we were making fun of you for that.
Yeah.
Weaver got Ingram that round. It's a great pick.
Fucking winning the no. Bill wins this round.
Dude, when you drafted Ingram, I was actually a little upset because he was on my radar and I just forgot about him.
Yeah, I for sure.
Like,
would
I
take
just
him.
forgot about him. And then
with
when
the
you
next
drafted him, I was like, fuck, I definitely should have drafted him above Marlon Mack. Like,
yeah.
definitely should have.
Amari Cooper was good for me, but he definitely faded down the stretch. Both Cooper and Tyreek Hill were very mediocre.
So, best pick out of here is a real big toss up between Derrick Henry and Chris Godwin.
Yeah. Chris
Who else?
Godwin.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
my vote.
Mahomes came off of the board in this round by Evan. Round 4. It's a full 2 rounds before the next quarterback.
Man, I remember a podcast early in the season when both Saquads and Patrick Mahomes were healthy, and it was just like those 2 players are going to get him a guaranteed 50 points,
NAV.
a guaranteed week 9 of Sack O'Malley
So,
between 20% of his roster.
so look at Bill's first 4 picks right now. He's got Godwin, McCaffrey, Fournette, and who is the other dude?
Keenan
and
Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Look at that core.
Godwin was more of a question mark, though. I thought it was a little reachy. It was
Keenan Allen?
Godwin.
Godwin.
Oh, Godwin. Yeah, I didn't have stock in Godwin.
There was hype around him with Arians being the head coach and unleashing Jameis to the tune of 30
for 30.
touchdowns and
Yeah, 30 for 30, baby.
interceptions. Yeah.
God, legendary.
So,
What was one of those controversial things that he said? He fucking screamed on some table at some.
he said,
Listen.
fuck her right in the pussy.
That's what he said.
That's literally what he said.
Golly,
That's not
that's
good.
so great. And he's still just making waves.
That guy, crab legs, fucking eating the W.
Yeah, didn't he try to steal crab legs or something crazy
Yeah.
too?
Yes.
I think it was a little bit of a confusion because I think
What a
the
clown.
employee had kind of like created this illusion that it was all good.
Oh, gotcha. He thought he was
take
getting
some
hooked
crab
up.
Like he
legs,
thought he
no
was
problem.
getting hooked up, but then
Ah.
it turned out he wasn't. But
Ah.
I think that could have also been his lawyers talking.
He's like, I have money. I ain't broke.
Yeah. And there was also the old sexual assault charge.
Ugh. Let's move on to
Any-
round 5. Oh, back to round 4. Sony Michelle, tough. For Count Chocula, that's another one.
Yeah, there's a few tough picks coming in a row here
Ouch.
for Tarkula.
Miles Sanders came on strong in the end for I Am the Walrus. Fuck you, Pebbles.
Calvin Ridley got a lot of points.
Round 5.
When he was alive.
So Lockett
Till the
kind of
playoffs.
went into the shitter for Pebs.
That's right.
Cooper Cup was pretty boomer busty for Ev.
He's pretty good.
He was not
There-
good.
there's-
He had that one like 40-point game and then a lot of like single-digit games.
Dude, there's one answer for best pick in this round, and it's DJ Moore. DJ Moore was unbelievable this year.
Can you believe that this is the round that Tariq Cohen went in and started all season long despite not
Dude,
breaking double digits?
Tariq Cohen was a fixture on my podcast. talking shit. I'm like, why are we still rocking with Tyreek, dude? Is his name Tyreek?
Tariq.
Tariq.
Who knows? Tyler Boyd. Oh, I got janked by the whole Andy Dalton getting benched. That was a bummer.
Andy Dalton's out of the league. They're moving on.
No way. He's gonna play.
He's gonna play somewhere.
for sure. He's gonna play.
Like the Steelers
Miami?
would have loved to have him.
Yeah.
Rocket.
No, Miami is going to draft someone.
Yeah, but they could also.
So is Cincinnati.
Dude,
What if they
Sidebar.
keep him wrong?
do you guys realize how Miami ended the year? They won like 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
They beat the Patriots at the end.
God.
With the worst team in football by far.
The most
I
favorite
heard the
thing.
Bengals were the worst.
Yeah, they're not the worst team in football.
I know. Well, the
Bengals
coach
are the
did a
worst.
hell of a job. Really, the Bengals job. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
They traded away all their
5-11.
studs. All their studs started.
That's it with the
playing.
Bolts, Buckaroo. That's the Bolts record.
Do you remember when Kenyon Drake was the only player to not have a win because he
Yes.
was with the Miami Dolphins
Cardinals.
when they hadn't got a win, got traded to the Cardinals, and then they went on like a 4-game losing streak, despite the fact that he was blowing up, scoring like 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. I've loved that. So it was like week 9 or something.
Until he got a win.
Until he didn't get a win until late.
Yeah, what a game changer. Yeah, I was so happy he was in the beer bracket.
Yeah.
I would have been so annoyed if like Bill had randomly had him or like
Oh, yeah.
Colin had randomly had him.
He probably won a lot of people a lot of money.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, round 6,
So
Drake
best
was
pick.
taken.
Hold up. Round 5, best pick. You think it's DJ Moore? Worst pick, AJ Green because he didn't play a
might be
snap.
the worst.
Yeah.
AJ Green.
Yeah.
AJ Green. How
At
did
the
Philip
time,
Lindsay
we
do?
I think he did well. He made the Pro Bowl, right?
Did he make the Pro Bowl?
No
he did
way.
well.
He did not make the Pro Bowl. But we'll
Damn.
see.
Maybe. Maybe not.
That's cool.
Round 6, Kenyon Drake is right there for Scott. Eventually blew up. Latavius Murray, we gave Stu a lot of shit for that one.
He won me like 3 weeks by putting up massive points.
Damn. When Kamara got hurt.
When Kamara got hurt.
Right. Hot take. I've said it before. I'll say it again. New Orleans is a better team without Kamara.
It's like Aji.
Yeah,
I
they're.
think they lean on him to just be explosive at times.
Ugh, OJ Howard. That's where Bill went wrong. OJ Howard.
Took him 6 rounds to make a fucked up pick.
Yeah. Every single player up until then was like pretty damn solid.
Austin Eckler is the pick of this round.
Gotta be.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I was annoyed.
Everyone thought Gordon was coming back.
Deshaun Watson's not a bad pick for this round either.
My man.
Round 6, kind of early for my taste.
Wait, can we go up again?
Yeah,
Sanders
sorry.
was good.
Robbie Anderson. So OJ Howard, worst pick. Austin Eckler, best pick. Some like
Sanders, yeah. Sanders is there.
honorable mentions are
For good or bad?
for good.
Robbie Anderson is shit.
Yeah, there's not really a ton. I
Allen
think
Robinson.
it's Eckler. Like I said, Latavius Murray, he was shit most of the year, but he won me like 3 weeks when I needed it. So to have like 3 weeks of 20 to 30 point production, I think we'd all take that in the second round or in the sixth round rather.
Yeah,
Rogers
sometimes.
fell pretty far.
Oh
Threw
yeah.
a lot of dimes.
Barely started him, dude.
Allen Robinson was the number 11 receiver. He scored over 200 points.
Great pick. Nice work, Max. You fuck.
Oh, that's Sonny Michelle.
Nice work, Max. You dad.
That bad dick.
Ooh.
All right, round 7.
I think we cut it off after this.
Yeah,
I don't
after
know.
it gets kind of dicey.
I'm not
after
trying
this
to
one.
talk about all
There's a
these
lot
rounds.
of bad picks in this round. Baker Mayfield came off the board. That's fun by
Round
by
7.
Max.
Maxwell. Oh yeah.
He
remember
got
that?
taken before Newton, Murray, Jackson, Wilson, although Max also drafted Wilson, Goff, and Matt Ryan, to name a few.
Can you believe that Max started Baker Mayfield over Russell Wilson for like 4 weeks in a row? That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
But he was
I
also-
can. That's the same reason why I drafted OBJ. We
Yeah.
thought he was going to be a fucking baller.
Yeah.
So, I guess right here is where the whole league changed. The Kyler Murray.
Huh.
So, Colin claims that he wanted to draft Lamar Jackson.
He's been saying
right.
that
I
for-
literally would have
So
taken it.
we're in
Taking
the
next round.
8th round. Where's Colin? Where's that shitty name? All right, he got Austin Hooper, and then
Call my
he
name
did,
shitty? My actual name?
no Hawk. I'm looking at the Allen of Troy, and then after that, Allen of Troy decides to draft Adrian Peterson because who needs a quarterback in the 9th round? I draft Kyler Murray. Then Cam Newton comes off the board.
And I'm in my mind, I'm sitting pretty because everyone before me at this point has a quarterback.
And then Lamar Jackson comes off the board. And then Russell Wilson comes off the board.
So I would have taken Lamar Jackson in this round.
So then Colin panics and takes Golden Tate.
Hey, Golden Tate had a good season.
Dude, he was so shit.
He was suspended for
This
4
has-
years
you were
or 4 weeks. And
a shit.
I was a white.
dropped him. You didn't even play him once, right? You dropped
dropped
him and
him.
Pebbles picked him up.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, Golden. I think
The gall.
Tate being taken in the
say that
10th
that's a
round
good-
is not a
good
terrible
pick.
I mean, obviously there are guys after him that would have been cool.
It's all gravy.
I don't know. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Lamar Jackson was my pick in that round.
would've
And I
won the
thought
league.
he was gonna be there,
He would have won the league.
and I would have won the league.
He would have.
But then
But
I
I won the
didn't.
Exactly right. No. I'll tell you what.
Lot of drinks. All in all, I just want to say Portland was fun as shit.
was.
It was a great draft.
No
weekend.
Top Golf go. Should we revisit
My God.
the draft weekend on the river? Remember when we hit those rapids and I flew out of the raft
Sucked down. Taking 40 yards up.
upstream on the shore? Yeah, Bacon's collecting all of our litter and then disposes of it somewhere. We didn't bring it. We didn't bring it back with us. Okay, those cans are probably still out there.
Some things are better
Hopefully
left
some.
unanswered.
Some good Samaritan somewhere. Hopefully,
am I
helps.
still?
Enjoyed those white claws.
Am I the only one thinking about what do you mean by O'Malley was sucked down?
Maybe you should have been there, Stu.
Yeah, then you would know.
He's squatting there in the river, the water's pouring in. He's into the bottom of the thing.
Oh my god! It's like Katrina all over.
It
again.
was, it really was. The lower
Oh, it was
deck
crazy.
If it was a deeper river, we would have lost him.
Man, what a time.
What a great time. Except for the lack of Top Golf. Fuck.
Hey, so
2020.
Vegas
Yeah,
draft.
Vegas.
They got Top Golf there in Vegas.
We're gonna go to Vegas on Labor Day weekend.
We're in.
It better fucking
Brad,
be
you know
Labor Day
some people,
weekend.
right?
Better be
Somebody
Labor Day
can't wait
weekend.
for a
All
call.
Yeah.
of you fucks listening right now, you put your calendars, mark them, Labor Day.
Put your calendars
I know.
and mark them, baby.
Especially the
I'm so
married ones.
tired.
Especially those married ones, yeah.
Drinky.
Grab that calendar before she does.
Good.
Throw
good
the
call.
baby in the baby shaker and get on that
Yeah.
plane.
Oh, bring the baby shaker to Vegas. Yeah. Bring the families. You know what? Fuck it.
Whoa, I don't know about that one. Oh, jeez.
No babies.
I got real close with my
This weekend's for the boys.
It's true.
Yeah, Bill tried to change that. He brought his alive girlfriend from the trail.
what the
She was alive at the time.
I did see a picture of her in front of a Christmas tree, so I think she's still with us.
It could have been from any year.
That's good.
How long have they known each other? Not that many Christmases.
Christmas.
I'm really.
So are we gonna what are we gonna do for the rest of the night?
Yeah, I'm trying to watch
We got
football.
football and Bruce. We can play the 5-second rule.
That was a really fun game, actually.
Uncensored.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Let's
Makes
get
it
back
cheating.
to. Let's round this up.
Black Tide update. We need a Black Tide update.
Oh man,
up,
we
Coach?
actually have a sad Black Tide update.
Oh no.
Today I got an email from a rookie, a prized rookie, my prized rookie, Bernie. He is quitting the team. He's done.
Why?
It's not his bag. He said, I stuck around because the guys were cool, but I gave it some thought and I want to try out Frisbee, and I did, and now I'm done. He's done.
Didn't like it.
You didn't even get to the good parts.
What does
I
he
know.
mean he doesn't like it?
He is not passionate about it. He doesn't want to spend his time.
No, it's not. Should we send Stu to recruit him back? How much longer are you gonna be in town?
Dude, I
You know,
can sit him down.
Shake him down in his residence hall.
I could give him a good shaking.
Let's put those C's to work.
Yeah, tough. So he lost a prize rookie because he wasn't having fun.
Yeah, basically.
That's fine. Good for him.
Making his own choice.
People are matriculating. And so I mean,
Next man up.
We got qualifier in 2 weekends. We got hats tomorrow. We got qualifier the weekend after that.
Can we go back to matriculating?
Layout,
And
baby.
matriculate means to advance. And he is advancing out of the program.
See, this is what
Oh,
happens when
like
you
graduating.
have the white running back in on the 1 yard line. For 3 straight downs, Burkhead has tried to run it in to no avail.
I don't think maybe the offensive line could have done a little better.
Just like McCaffrey, right? You hate to see it.
Oh man.
McCaffrey can't get in from the 1 yard line. I've seen it multiple times this
Then
year.
why didn't they pass it, Stu? Why didn't Bill Belichick and Tom Brady say, let's run a passing play?
Tom Brady,
Why don't they run-
Patriots 2020, 2021.
All right, let's see what happens here. They got a real running back in now.
It's gonna
All
be-
right, they call a timeout. Oh, they're shook. They're shook.
Backfield.
They're shook. Okay.
What are the odds Burkhead
Sorry, that
sends
was some
Belichick
live
an
shit.
email saying I'm not having fun?
Well,
Very well.
This is what Brady's about to say next year, dude.
Brady's gonna send an email to Belichick. I don't want to play it.
that would be shock. I would be shook if that actually comes to happen.
Wow. Especially because then we all get to watch you do a beer mile
Again.
And the first one looked so fun.
It was brutal. I had
You had a run against Bartholomew.
that was fine because
He
he,
just did it
So
for fun.
He thinks he's so sick warming up his little shorts and he just fucking yaks.
he puked a lot in that trash can.
Guy doesn't know how to slow down.
It was
Brad is on one.
Jacob is oddly triggering. Very mediocre.
Handsome devil, though, huh?
Very good.
Hey, for any of you
Dude, you got blown up. Sonny Michelle just
who
got
are
blown
not
up.
planning on it right now, we're going to layout the weekend after qualifier. We're going to have a lot of Frisbee touchdown people in attendance. So
Gordon was making business calls last night at the bar. He recruited a few extra players for the team.
Couple ex-Flames.
Basically all.
yeah, we got-
Basically
we got-
all of Weaver's exes are playing with us now.
Yeah, this will be a fun weekend. Yeah.
Ashley,
We
what
got
are
2
you doing?
rooms, one for everyone and one for Weaver and his harem.
Yeah, I had
Something will be going down on Sunday.
I was actually
Saturday night.
remembering last layout.
Jeez Louise.
We played Thunderstruck. It was great. Or was it Chumbawamba?
We played Chumbawamba and
Do you
Thunderstruck.
both? Yeah, that's right.
Chumbawamba's the one. I love that one.
I remember. So we had 2 games, which we won. Then we had a bye where all the girls on our team got trashed.
They got
Oh my God, that's
fucking
right.
and then we had 2 more
Trashed.
games, and we lost
We were-
those 2 games. We
Dude
had
was obliterated.
we had a huge
Dude,
head
we
of
would have got bumped into like the main bracket if we
Yeah,
would have just
just
held it
bracket
together. Yeah, but we
got
just
hammered. Yeah,
We don't want to go to the mean bracket.
no. We had fun. We won what
C
mattered.
bracket, baby.
C bracket is elite but drunk.
Can't spell champion without C. Am I right, guys?
God damn it.
Well, you didn't say
This
you
podcast
were the
was a
champion,
mistake.
but you just
I just implied it heavily. with
yes, eyeballs
my, yeah, with my eyes.
and your lisp.
Imply this.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Especially the drunker I get, I realize on podcasts. Get lazier. Get a lot lazier. All right.
We wrapping up?
I think we're gonna
Is it
wrap.
Time to watch football.
Closing thoughts.
I had a great year, best year I've ever had. It was I went from the Sacco game to the championship game, so it was really a redemption arc. This was like a Disney movie, really.
You stole Bacon's redemption.
No,
It's
Bacon.
a Sacco person. You
He
fucking
can
stole
fucking
your
have-
own Sacco.
I got out of the Sacco. I've already done that. I
You
did
didn't
that.
take your Sacco shots.
I
you
already
fuck.
I already did the Sacco to champion redemption. I've
You know,
already
I
did that arc.
encourage everyone to levy all manner of black magic and curses on Stu
and
this
Bill.
next
Can we
year.
include Bill?
Yeah, somehow
needs some
Bills
sort of-
need to be knocked down a few pegs. I don't know. Maybe we need to get him like
So, real
ridiculously
quick
hammered.
review. Who's won a championship in the modern era?
Oh God.
So Bacon's won one.
Adam won.
Adam has
Pebbles,
won one.
Max.
Pebbles,
Bill.
Max,
Bills won
Bill,
twice.
and me.
Drink.
Yeah. So half the league has won the championship in the modern era.
Ooh, I got a fun one. Let's see who's won the Sacco in the modern era.
Also me.
Let's see who's won the fedora in the modern era.
Okay. Oh, all right. I got a bone to pick here. Okay. So
Color is
this
the tag guy.
TBD probably black, but the thing is, I've got fourth place a number of times. No one's ever purchased me a fucking fedora. All of a sudden, I don't get fourth place, and now I have to buy a fedora. I should have like 5 fedoras. Or
He wants them hanging on his wall.
You want
Dude,
to
you
wear
already
that?
have
actually,
a fedora.
you know what? Fourth place fedora, not a thing. Colin does not own a fedora. Colin looks amazing.
Can
in
I go
fedoras.
find your fedora? I know there's a fedora here.
You're not gonna. Don't
Here,
point to it. Bacon, whose side are you on?
Put this on Snapchat.
You just said you look great in a fedora. Let's figure out
Oh, I
if that's
do.
true.
That's
Do
his.
not put that on my head, or I'll punch you in your thick gut.
You don't own a
How
fedora.
about triggered?
Who owns this fedora?
That's not my fedora.
There's now a gray pinstripe fedora.
Might
making-
actually.
All right, so back to the actual content. In the modern era,
Hey.
in the modern era, since 2013, our Sacco champions have been O'Mall's, Pebs, Bill, O'Mall's, Weaver, Bacon, and now O'Mall's. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. O'Malley has won 3 times. 3 and 7.
That's a lot of work.
And he also got 11th in 2015.
Oh my god.
Ooh, narrowly escaped.
So can you read the champs one more time?
I hate him. Don't do it.
We had Adam, 2013, Bacon, 2014 after the curse, which was legendary. Pebs,
Whatever it
2015. Bill, 2016. Max, 2017, and Bill was in that finals. Bill, 2018. And then Stu, 2019.
So
Bill is the LeBron
So
of
Bill
our
has
league.
2 of 7, and he's been in 4 finals in a row.
wow.
Fuck you, Bill.
Bill's gotten first or second 4 years in a row.
Wow.
You do no
We're
preparation.
basically funding him.
That's why he can do all his travels.
California on our dime.
Taking our money. That actually would be fun.
Pays his internet bill.
Something to
and
find out.
Moves his. This is
Who's
business.
like up the highest and who's down the most?
Bill,
We
we're
can't do that.
starting
We
a
can't do that
FanDuel
podcast,
account.
man.
Call
All
my
right.
people.
No, not right now.
All right, let's wrap this up, man.
Yeah. It's time.
So what? Until next year, I guess we can do a pre-draft weekend pod.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be fun, yeah.
Way down the
Mid
line.
off-season review.
Yeah. Early September.
You have to invite me up to the Pretender Pod.
Yeah, man. I'll
I'll be a special guest.
come on up to on up to Concord. Have a little party. Yeah,
White collar party.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Hopefully Amber makes a lot more money by then. And
Dude, I just got a text that this bill, like AB5 or some shit, affects independent contractors in California. And my boss, who employs me 3 days a week, is like, it's gonna affect things. And I'm like, oh no. So
no.
that's what I'm doing.
Stu might have to get
I might have to
traditionally
get, I might have to
employed.
get traditionally
Oh
employed.
wow.
Ugh, I don't want to. Apparently, that bill is going to make it so they have to like hire us full time. So then they'll pay us probably a lot less, which is tough. Anyway, Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Yeah, lock that down.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hey, babe, we gotta get hitched for tax purposes.
Yeah,
for
for sure,
income
dude.
purposes.
Health insurance purposes.
Ooh, who would be? Would a league member be Stu's baby's godfather? Would
No, it's
Colin?
gonna be his.
It might be Colin.
It's gonna be Tom and Emily.
Or Kevin's.
Kevin's. Anyway,
You guys have Panther fandom.
I don't even have a child.
Hey, we
Just
got
theoretical.
groomsman power rankings for Adam. He's coming up
I
here.
know. I think you're pretty high, Colin. I
Nice.
think I'm also pretty high.
I've been putting in the
Stu's
recent
not
time.
invited.
Recency.
Stu's
recency
not. Recency
bias.
bias.
Stu's gonna wear the polo and he's gonna be sweating like a non-traditional worker out there.
That's for the job you want.
Shout out Evan's wedding, great time.
Yeah, put me to work.
On his balls. We're all enjoying beer. Stu's breaking down.
Told you I was an
sweat
independent
beads.
contractor. Not a day laborer.
Still waiting on my paycheck.
Anyway, I think we should wrap this. I'm Stu. We got Weaver
Bacon.
and Colin,
Oh,
and
baby.
together we are
Yeah.
holding hands and
And we are
Kumbaya.
just a
Couple of
Best friends hanging out.
Best friends hanging out. Yeah.